If you grew up between the 60s and early 2000s, Toys R Us was more than just a store, it was a magical kingdom where dreams came to life. Do you remember stepping inside, eyes wide at the endless aisles of action figures, games, bikes and dreams? And let's not forget that iconic jingle.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
For me, it was more than just a store. It was pure magic. But what happened? How did this beloved childhood paradise crumble? By the 1990s, Toys R Us was unstoppable, a retail giant that dominated the toy market worldwide. Walking into one of their stores felt like entering a wonderland designed just for kids. Geoffrey the Giraffe, the lovable mascot, made every visit special. I remember seeing him in TV commercials from as early as 1973, where he even had a family, his wife Gigi and their kids Junior and baby G. These ads weren't just commercials, they were heartwarming stories that made Geoffrey a beloved character in our homes. In July 2001, Toys R Us took its magic to the next level by opening an international flagship store in New York's Times Square at a cost of $35 million. This 110,000 square foot marvel included various themed zones, such as a life-size Barbie Dreamhouse, an animatronic T-Rex in Jurassic Park, a Lego Wonderland, and even an indoor Ferris wheel. It wasn't just a store, it was an attraction, a testament to how far the brand had come. Their TV spots became even more iconic in the early 1980s, with a catchy jingle that featured a self-identified Toys R Us kid who didn't want to grow up. It worked wonders. The company, which went public in 1978, helped transform a $500 million toy industry in 1950 into a booming $12 billion market by 1990. At its peak, Toys R Us sold 18,000 different toys in 1,450 locations around the globe, controlling 25% of the world's toy market. During the store's heyday, it seemed like everyone was a Toys R Us kid. But here's where the story takes a turn. In the early 2000s, everything started changing. The rise of the internet transformed how we shop, and online powerhouses like Amazon emerged, offering lower prices, convenience, and home delivery. I think this was the beginning of the end for traditional brick-and-mortar stores like Toys R Us. Why drive to a store, fight for parking, and navigate a sea of overexcited kids when you could order that same toy online with just a few clicks? However, competition wasn't the only problem. Toys R Us struggled to adapt to the digital age. While rivals like Walmart and Target revamped their online presence, Toys R Us lagged behind. Their website was clunky, and the in-store experience, once magical, began to feel outdated. I believe the company's failure to innovate in a rapidly changing market played a massive role in its downfall. Now, here's the part that surprises many. Online competition alone didn't sink Toys R Us. In 2005, the company was acquired in a $6.6 billion leveraged buyout by a consortium of private equity firms, including Bain Capital, KKR, and Vornado Realty Trust. This deal was intended to help the company evolve beyond traditional toys and embrace a broader range of products, potentially transforming it into a family-oriented retail space that could better meet modern demands. However, the deal came with a heavy price, about $5 billion in debt. This debt burden left Toys R Us with limited resources to invest. Most of the available cash went toward paying off interest and debt obligations, leaving the company struggling to keep up as retail trends shifted rapidly. Instead of investing in updating stores or improving online shopping, most of their money was siphoned off to manage that massive debt. By September 2017, the weight of that debt became unbearable. Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy, hoping to restructure and recover. But it was too late. In 2018, they announced they were closing all their stores in the US and the UK. For me, seeing those once bright stores go dark was heartbreaking. It wasn't just about losing a retail chain, it felt like a piece of childhood had disappeared. Thousands of employees lost their jobs, and the thrill of running down those toy-filled aisles became just a memory. Kids today wouldn't know the thrill of navigating those massive stores, searching for that one special toy that held the promise of endless adventures. Here's where the story takes an unexpected twist. Toys R Us didn't entirely vanish. Under new ownership, the brand attempted a revival. In 2021, they opened a flagship store at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. They also partnered with Macy's, setting up small Toys R Us sections in over 450 Macy's stores across the US. By 2023, the brand announced even bigger plans: 24 new flagship locations across the US, including unique concepts like stores in airports and cruise ships. I think this is a smart move to make a brand more accessible and exciting for families today. These new stores aim to blend the nostalgia of the original brand with modern retail innovations, creating unique experiences that resonate with both old fans and a new generation of kids. As of 2024, Toys R Us is still rebuilding. It's no longer the giant it once was, and its future remains uncertain. But for me, and millions of others, it will always hold a special place in our hearts. Who can forget those trips to pick out the perfect toy on a birthday or holiday? The nostalgia hits hard whenever I see that logo or hear the old jingle. Do you believe Toys R Us has a real chance at a comeback, or is its time truly over? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this look back at one of our most cherished brands, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more stories like this.